Hey y'all. Hey, welcome back to Next Level Transformation Podcast. I'm excited. I'm Tiffany, your host, your transformational life coach, and the realest on the planet. Just saying. I am excited to be back with you guys for yet another episode. I pray you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I pray you guys are embodying true light and love in everything that you do. But, you know what I mean? You got to surround yourself with true light and love as well. Like, you can't just embody it. You got to surround yourself with it. And I'm excited that you decided to tune in and join me today as we navigate through inner transformation. If you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome. I appreciate you clicking on my video. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my channel, check out the podcast. Navigating through inner transformation is never easy. And so to find related videos and content, it always helps you on your journey of operating your highest truth, y'all. If you're part of Next Level Transformation Gang, what's up? I appreciate y'all. Other love and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Tell a friend about this amazing podcast or about this particular episode if you feel they can resonate with it. Please share. Y'all, I'm excited about this week's episode, and let me tell you why. This week's episode is about transformation in relationships. And if you're anything like me, when you decide to release the old and embrace the new, operate in your highest truth, when you decide to have a renewal in your life and a rebirth in your life, right? You notice your relationships, your connections start to go you get a little iffy. You know what I mean? They get a little testy, a little tryy. You know what I mean? That people, it's weird, but it's necessary because a lot of times your connections, your relationships had to change because they resonated with the old version of you. And it's uncomfortable because a lot of times you have love for this individual, you care about them, you've been knowing them since childhood type deal. And sometimes it's with family members, right? Family members start to move funny, act funny because you are wanting better for yourself, because you are wanting to release your old way of living, old way of thinking, old way of believing, and you are really wanting to embody who Heavenly Father called you to be. And so it can be testy. All connections can't transform with you. That message was for somebody. All connections cannot transform with you. And when you are deciding to transform, Heavenly Father is already letting you know to operate in your highest truth, you're going to have to shed some unhealthy connections because it's going to be a constant inner conflict if you don't. You're going to be finding yourself having internal battles and deciding if I should stay, if I should go, if I should do this, or if I should do that, or if I should go here, if I should go there, if I should talk to this person, or if I should. When you are operating your highest truth, it's very imperative that you trust the path that He has called you to. And sometimes that path requires you to walk it alone. I get it. Sometimes it's unfair. Sometimes it can be like isolation is just not fun. Honestly speaking, sometimes you could find yourself taking roads and taking, paths by yourself, and you start to question and you start to doubt, like, is it worth for me to transform? Because I don't like being, a lot of people don't like being by themselves. Like me, I thrive in isolation. I thrive by myself. I work better by myself. I can definitely network, collab. I am definitely a people person, but I am at my best when I'm in isolation. But everybody is not like that. And so when you are transforming, it's very hard to disconnect from some connections, especially the ones that you have emotional ties and spiritual ties to. Let's talk about it. But when you are rebirthing your spiritual soul and when you are renewing your life in a way of operating your highest truth, cutting the cord is necessary. And we talk about this all the time. You hear content about cutting cords, but you never hear about the test that it will continuously present you when you do cut cords. Heavenly Father will continuously test you at every level of your rebirth and your transformation to see if you are solely committed to the rebirth, if you're solely committed to the transformation. He's going to test you. He's going to have people spin a block. That's what that means. And it's not for you to have a cold shoulder. It's not for you to be mean or be nasty when they do, but it's for you to put and implement what you have learned through your transformation and pass the test to understand, okay, this cord has to remain cut. This cord can't be repaired, right? I am here to tell you, I'm here to encourage you that cutting the cord is not always a bad thing. Cutting the cord sometimes is very much healthy and it relieves a lot of weight. I have did a lot of cord cutting in the last few years, and when I tell you my shoulders have become so light, not in the sense of the individual connections were heavy, but my obligation to those connections caused the weight to be heavy. Come on, somebody. Like, listen, I had to kind of really say that because a lot of people think when you cut cords, I'm not saying the other person or the people were so burdensome that I couldn't tolerate them. No, it was just my sense of obligation to an unhealthy connection caused a massive weight on my back. And I had to cut cords. I had to cut ties because it was no room left for me to heal. It was no room left for me to grow. There was no room left for me to evolve, carrying so much weight on my back. Because healing has its own weight. Growth has its own weight. And when you are transforming in relationships, you got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. Is it your internal healthiness, wholeness, growth, or is it you being a placeholder for somebody else's trauma, experiences, dysfunction, chaos, drama? Pick a side, right? I know a lot of you guys don't like to look at it that way, but that is the realistic aspect of it. You have to pick a side, and this is all a part of transforming in your connections. And the thing about it is, when you solely surrender to being reborn, rebirthed, when you solely surrender to his way, his will, and his word, and you really are committed to the journey, 90% of the time, he will cut the cords for you. Just saying, like you wouldn't have to do the dirty work. Heavenly Father will make it very much easy for you. But the emotional and the mental healness and restoration is the tough part. The cutting the cord in itself is not at all actually that hard. I mean, everybody don't have the level of detachment ability that I do. Baby, that detachment thing is something serious. Like, I can cut you off as if I didn't know you for 20 years. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just, it came with one of my healing of my traumatic experience, my abandonment and neglect issues. I had to develop detachment in order to protect myself. And so I still do it, but not in a sense of protection, but in a sense of growth, right? So that's why it's like my detachment capabilities is on the next level. A lot of people don't really understand it because I could detach from you. I cannot speak to you, but pray for you every single day. Have so much love and wishing the best and wanting you to prosper, wanting you to be better than me, wanting you to grow more than me, wanting you to succeed further than me. We ain't gotta talk though. We ain't gotta communicate. You know what I mean? I'm sending you that positive energy. That's what I say. My detachment game is kind of on the next level. So everybody's not that way, but I'm here to tell you, part of your inner transformation, it is possible for you to have the ability, have the possibility to grow, to heal, to evolve. And you have the strength, you have the power, and I am encouraging you to be in a position to cut the cords, to release unhealthy relationships, to release unhealthy connections that you are having that's keeping you in your lower vibration. That's where you have to start filtering out your connections. If you're finding yourself wanting, and there again, you can hold on to some connections and transform. You can. It is possible, but that's if they are wanting to do the work themselves as well. And then you guys can take the journey together. A lot of times when you start to do your own healing, when you start to do your own growth, your own involvement, a lot of times everybody's not ready to do the process, to do the work. Everybody's not ready to transform. So you find yourself just like thank you, Holy Spirit. Prime example, you know how everybody's talking about that group chat, right? When the vacation finally comes out of the group chat, because you guys put vacations and trips and events and things on hold until everybody can be ready. You can't do that with your healing. You can't do that with your growth. You can't do that with your transformation. You'll find the years start passing you by, and you put yourself on hold waiting for your significant other to want to heal, or waiting for your best friend to want to heal, or waiting for your mom to decide they're ready to that. Nah, you had to take that leap of faith. And sometimes they will follow, sometimes they will be left at the wayside. That's when you start to use power of discernment to determine, is this connection worth waiting for? Is this connection worth coddling along my journey? Because again, like I said, healing, growing, evolving is a lot of work, and you don't got time to babysit insecurities. I said this on previous episodes. You don't have time. When you are healing your traumatic wounds, your unspoken scars and battle, like when you're doing that for yourself, you don't have time to coddle insecurities. You really don't. And it's okay that you don't, because that's not what you were called to do, right? You were called to make sure you are being, moving, living, operating, and sitting in the best version of who He has called you to be. And that's through restoration, right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate y'all. Again, Next Level Wellness Club is coming. I cannot wait, because you guys will be able to, and you guys may have, I appreciate y'all been rocking with Next Level Transformation Podcast since the beginning, and I appreciate y'all. And y'all will have the first access to the club where you can sign up for the membership, but we'll be doing more videos on the platform, and you'll to really dive a little bit deeper into inner transformation and 8 dimensions of wellness, which is part of transforming. So it's coming. I'm super excited. I love y'all. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate y'all. I see you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I hear you and I believe in you. And I listen, you are doing your big one. Keep going. Keep thriving. I'm so proud of you. Be a blessing, y'all, unto others, but know that you're blessed too.